NFL Power Rankings. Where does every team stand heading into Week 2? Vertical Line Bleacher Report. Back to. Login. Sign up. Bleacher Report. Home. NFL. CFB. MLB. NBA. NHL. CBB. Soccer. UFC. WWE. Golf. More. Swagger. Video. Blogs. My teams. Edit favorites. NFL. Home. Teams. Blogs. NFL Draft 2013. Archives. Top writers. Shop. Newsletter. JFC East. JFC North. JFC South. JFC West. NFC East. NFC North. NFC South. NFC West. NFL. Want more real-time NFL news? Visit TeamStream on BleacherReport.com. NFL Power Rankings. Where does every team stand heading into Week 2? By Matt Miller, NFL Draft Lead Writer on September 8, 2013. 725K reads. 1,400. Share tweet. Previous 1 of 34. Next. Rich Schultz / Getty Images. Which is the best team in the NFL heading into Week 2? You're about to find out. After big upsets, marquee showdowns and epic rivalries, we've seen what each NFL team has to offer. That means teams will be moving up and down the weekly Power Rankings chart. Where is your team ranked? Each week throughout the season, a new Power Rankings article will be posted following the Sunday night game. Here, you will find an updated look at how every NFL team stacks up at that time. Power Rankings are not based on standings, though. They're based on a mixture of expectations, momentum, whom teams have beaten or lost to, and each team's potential for the remainder of the season. In other words, they're completely subjective. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up, number 32 all the way to number 1, to determine the best teams the NFL has to offer. 32. Jacksonville Jaguars. This week's rank, 32. Last week's rank, 31. Differential, -1. A lot of teams lost on the first Sunday of the NFL regular season. No team lost as badly as the Jacksonville Jaguars did. A 28-2 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs is not the right way to get the season started. And it wasn't just the score. Issues from quarterback Blaine Gabbert continued to haunt the team. There weren't many bright spots outside of the safety that netted them 2 points. Losing to the Chiefs isn't the only reason the Jaguars fall to number 32. It's the way they played that pushes them to the bottom of the rankings. 31. Oakland Raiders. This week's rank, 31. Last week's rank, 32. Differential, +1. The Oakland Raiders may have something special in quarterback Terrell Pryor. Even if they didn't win in Week 1, they put up a much better fight on the road against the Indianapolis Colts than anyone expected. That fight is something that was formerly missing from this team. What stood out for me was that the team didn't give up when the Colts jumped out to an early lead. The Raiders of 2 or 3 years ago would have rolled over and quit in those circumstances. Dennis Allen's guys are playing tough football, and that's good to see again in Oakland. 30. Cleveland Browns. This week's rank, 30. Last week's rank, 24. Differential, -6. Week 1 was not friendly to the Cleveland Browns, and they see the second biggest drop of any team this week because of it. Quarterback Brandon Weeden gave people hope with a strong preseason, but his regular season performance was all too familiar for those who saw his 2012 tape. Weeden's 3 interceptions weren't all on him. There were drop passes, but his ball placement, decision-making and telegraphed passes led to mistakes and turnovers. We didn't see the reinvented Browns defense in Week 1. 29. Tennessee Titans. This week's rank, 29. Last week's rank, 30. Differential, +1. Beating the Pittsburgh Steelers is always the big deal, at least in this day and age. The Tennessee Titans got their season off to a great start. Much credit has to be given to the Titans defense and the work it put on Ben Roethlisberger and his offense. Defensive tackle Jurrell Casey had a monster day anchoring the line, while the back 7 swarmed to the football and kept Big Ben from getting points with the passing game. It wasn't pretty, but it's still a win. 28. New York Jets.